How British bands like the Beatles and Rolling Stones took over music. Welcome back to Harmony's Histories, where we dive deep into the stories that shaped our world. Today, we're exploring an incredible chapter in music history: how British bands like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones took over the music scene and changed the landscape forever. The 1960s were a time of transformation, not just in the world of music, but across society as a whole. The emergence of rock and roll was a defining moment, and British bands played a pivotal role in this cultural revolution. The Beatles, often regarded as the most influential band of all time, burst onto the scene in the early 60s. With their innovative sound, catchy melodies, and charismatic personalities, they quickly captured the hearts of millions. What set the Beatles apart was their ability to blend various musical styles. From rock and pop to folk and even classical influences, they created a unique sound that resonated with a wide audience. Songs like "I Want to Hold Your Hand" and "Hey Jude" became anthems of a generation, reflecting the hopes and dreams of young people at the time. Their appearances on television, especially on shows like The Ed Sullivan Show, introduced them to American audiences and solidified their status as global superstars. But the Beatles weren't the only British band making waves. Enter the Rolling Stones, who brought a different energy to the table. While the Beatles leaned towards a more polished pop sound, the Rolling Stones embraced a rawer, grittier style that embodied the rebellious spirit of rock and roll. Their hit songs, such as "Satisfaction" and "Paint It Black," showcased their bluesy influences and helped define the sound of the era. The rivalry between these two iconic bands fueled the music scene further. Fans were divided, choosing sides in what became known as the British Invasion. This competition pushed both bands to innovate and evolve, leading to some of the most memorable music of the decade. As they toured the world, their influence spread like wildfire, inspiring countless musicians and bands across the globe. The success of the Beatles and the Rolling Stones also paved the way for other British bands to gain recognition. Groups like The Who, The Kinks, and Pink Floyd followed in their footsteps, each adding their unique flavor to the rich tapestry of rock music. This period was characterized by experimentation and creativity, with artists exploring new sounds, themes, and technologies. As the 60s progressed, British bands began to dominate charts not only in the UK, but also in the United States and beyond. Their music spoke to the youth, addressing issues of love, rebellion, and social change. The cultural impact was profound, influencing fashion, art, and attitudes, and forever altering the course of popular music. Even today, the legacy of the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, and their contemporaries continues to resonate. Their music remains timeless, inspiring new generations of musicians and fans alike. The British invasion was not just about the music. It was about a cultural shift that brought people together through the power of song. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the rise of British bands like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. If you enjoyed this exploration of music history, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Harmony's Histories for more fascinating stories from the past. Your support helps us continue to share these incredible tales. Until next time, keep the music playing.